Okay, this is Brent from TradeGuild.blogspot.com, and don't forget to check the site as I'm going to post these videos there, and also there'll be a written update of some of the information that I just don't want to bog down the video with. So, stocks that are making moves and moving the market, we have Yahoo on earnings. Came in mostly as expected, except they trimmed their guidance for the full year of '07, and they're down 2.86% in after hours. We can see the nice move Yahoo had today, breaking out of this channel, this downtrend. Nice move on good volume. Let's take a look at some of the indicators. This is my personal private custom indicator. And that's one of the cool things about Telechart. You can write your own custom indicators. I like that a lot. Blocks is way further advanced, really cool. I showed you a little bit on the last video. We're going to start digging into that more in the coming weeks. Unbelievable platform. And we are going to take a look at a 15-minute time frame. Just interestingly, on the daily, price divergence over here. As price is moving down, we see a positive divergence. There's the move associated with that. Here's a 15-minute chart, and this is kind of interesting. Watch what happens here. I know there's a lot of lines, but you can always pause the video and take another look at it. Over here we have a negative divergence. There's the sell-off. We start building a positive divergence as price is moving lower. Basically connect this level. It's not much lower here. Positive divergence. We get a nice rally up there, and here's another negative divergence, the sell-off, and we make a new low over here. The indicator has not moved very much there. Positive divergence, and it's up. Now this is the last several days that we're looking at. More or less, my point here is that it looks like the stock has been accumulated here, and it moved up. So I think what happened with earnings tonight with forward guidance is unexpected to smart money, or the accumulators of the stock. In my opinion, that's what I think. Yahoo may sell off pretty good tomorrow. There's probably going to be a gap on the open. Since this is unexpected news, I would expect the market makers to try to fill that gap in the morning if there is a gap, which I think there will be. So that's a trading opportunity for you in the morning. Let's take a look at Intel. Okay, Intel came in as expected, except for their gross margins at 46.9% was below the street expectation of 48.4%. Maybe I have that backwards. Anyway, down 3.65% in after hours. Again, we're looking at the same indicator on the same time frame. Let me zoom out. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit more. I guess that's it. Okay, so over here we have a little positive divergence here. You can see it as we're making new lows. Positive divergence. Stock runs up. As it consolidates sideways, we get a little negative divergence. Stock runs down, basically in gear over here. Let me zoom in a little bit here so we can take a closer look at this. And as it was making these highs today, you can see a negative divergence over here. Big volume selling there. I think the news in Intel may be leaked. Maybe this was expected. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's take a look at General Electric. Okay, General Electric, GE is the symbol. And GE technical breakout. Over the last couple days, you see it broke out over this actually it almost looks like it's a little trading zone there. Anyway, broke out on good volume. There's a technical breakout in GE. This is the second most heavily weighted name on the S&P 500. We're taking a look again, another version of my 3C indicator. We're going to take a look at a 15-minute time frame. Again, same time frame. Zoom out a little bit here. Again, we're seeing positive divergence here. Stock rallies up. It's in gear. It's in gear over here. Makes a new low over here, starts moving up, positive divergence there. We get the rally, it's in gear again, little pullback here. Notice how this level is a little bit higher, I guess, but a pretty good divergence there. relative speaking, and the stock has rallied up. Let's take a look on a little closer zoom, and you can see it looks pretty strong to me. GE. Let's take a look at AXP, and this is American Express. Okay, American Express, again, we've got a nice breakout over here on good volume, as you can see down here. Nice little gap there. American Express, I was saying earlier about the Dow. American Express, given its weighting on the Dow, was responsible for all 20 points. All 20 points the Dow moved today in one stock and one stock alone, American Express. Again, we're looking at my 3C indicator, and I'm going to show you a 60-minute version here. And here's the 60-minute version, and we can see, I showed you the breakout on the daily. The stock is trending down. We have a new low on that move, and look at the positive divergence here. It looks like it's pretty much in gear. American Express, that was a nice move there. NVLS jumped to NVLS. NVLS essentially called a bottom in bookings today. So remember that bias I was talking about in institutional investment on the indexes towards tech. Well, NVLS is calling a bottom in bookings. That's a pretty significant thing. NVLS up 11.25%. We're going to take a look again at my custom indicator. Here's the 30-minute half-hour version, and you can see all the way back in the start of July, nice positive divergence over here. It's run up. It stayed pretty much in gear. NVLS looks pretty strong, in my opinion, there. Interesting, though, how we saw way back in the beginning of July, this stock really saw a nice investment there. Let's jump to TQT. This is Triquint Semiconductor, and Triquint set expectations regarding net income for the quarter ending June 30th. Essentially, will miss previous guidance. They're down after hours, I believe. And we're going to look at a 15-minute chart here real quick. And look at this. This is the last several days. This should be making new highs. We saw this big high, lots of volume. That was distribution. I think somebody might have known what was going on here with this stock. You can see it there. This should be making new highs. And also, if you look at a daily time frame here, let me just get rid of the indicator so you can see the chart. Nice shooting star right there on that same day. So distribution all the way. I'm putting out a new subscriber list. It's out today for a donation to the tip jar. You get the subscriber list. I think I got something like 14 names on it. Biotech's very strong on it. Let's take a look at BTK-X. This is the biotech index, and basically, we've got a buy signal here with this moving average crossing over. This is my personal set for buy signals, and over here you can see a version of 3C, very strong divergence. Biotech is just breaking out above that trend line, and I'm talking fast because I want to squeeze one more in. This is my stock pick for today, LGBT. I already own it. I meant to get it out on the subscriber list on Monday, but it already jumped 18% on Monday before I could get it out there. Let's take a look at the daily. Look at this huge divergence over here. Very, very positive divergence. Take a look at an hourly time frame. Again, over here, nice divergence. The stock ran up. I've got a buy signal on this custom indicator that I'm about ready to release to everybody, and I've got a whole bunch of other things, but basically LGBT, I love it. Check it out. Thanks for listening. Stop over at tradeguild.blogspot.com, and we've got a lot of cool stuff over there for you. Thanks. Good night.